Ancient Israel followed the strict order of the priesthood by orienting its sacred structures towards the east. This included the Mosaic Temple and Solomon's Temple. The tabernacle had a rectangular perimeter fence, which was always erected with the side with no frames to the east. The design of the fence and its orientation was required by the Lord. He described the number of boards for the south, north, and west. The remaining or east side had boards at the corners, but not at the center. It was left open as the entryway. Inside the perimeter fence was the court of the tabernacle. It was an enclosure made of fine twined linen supported by pillars of brass. The court followed the same orientation of the fence along an east-west axis. The east side of the court constituted the gate or entrance, which was closed with a hanging of the same design as the veil before the most holy place. Outside the court, towards the east in alignment, were a brass altar for burnt offerings and a laver. Within the court and before the veil were placed a table and a candlestick. The table was set to the north and the candlestick to the south, meaning they were situated along the same east-west axis. Immediately in front of the veil to the Holy of Holies was an altar to burn incense. The most holy place, or Holy of Holies, also faced east with the veil on the east side towards the gate of the court and the entrance to the fence. The temple built and dedicated by Solomon followed the pattern of the Mosaic tabernacle, except that it was larger in scale and built with stone. The porch, which served as the entrance, was on the east. The Jerusalem Talmud claims that the temple was built so that the first ray of the rising sun on equinoctial days shone directly through the eastern gate into the sanctuary. In one of the most problematic visionary accounts of Scripture, the prophet Ezekiel is shown the heavenly temple. Ezekiel likened the temple to the frame of a city. But as one commentator rightly explained, Ezekiel saw a building designed like a city. Ezekiel's analogy is understandable, since ancient cities and temples followed the same sacred pattern, as we have already encountered with the National Mall and the Roman Forum. The heavenly man, with the appearance of brass showing the prophet the vision, informed Ezekiel that he was seeing a house, a building. What follows is a lengthy description of the temple, with its walls, gates, interior chambers, and so forth, all symbolically measured by a reed. For our purposes here, it becomes clear in the description that the house was oriented along the cardinal directions. For example, to separate the sanctuary from the profane place was a square wall with north, south, west, and east sides and gates.